Thank you all for coming. I am not going to speak for very long. I want to be very clear. First, let me thank God for bringing us this far. You can see my family here. We have been through a lot of trauma. I want to thank them for standing with me during the last 2 or 3 weeks of what you call crooked Ruto's anarchy. Crooked Ruto's anarchy. And I want to address William Samoei Ruto here. The courts today have upheld the constitution of this country. And you seem to be trying to live in an era that has long passed. William Ruto, why do you fear me? If you fear me, be a man. Come and deal with me properly, kiwanjani ya siasa. Not in my home, terrorizing my family, and not in these courts with trumped-up charges. You are afraid that we are redefining the politics of this nation. We are moving away from a myopic tribe and region. Your useless kutenga and lies. We have now moved to the realm of the truth and issue-oriented politics, based primarily today on the economy of Kenya. Debate me on the economy. Don't try and create criminality in your muck. I'm not going to join your pigsty. It is a pigsty. William Ruto, no, today I am coming for you because I believe Ruto must go. Asante sana.
Not to oppress them, not to kill them, not to beat them, not to intimidate them, not to make them live in fear. No, the government should be there to serve the people. And so I'm saying what these people should do is that they should resign. Let them resign. This is the time we must speak with one voice. We are people of Kenya. I know it's hard. I know people will not come around this, but it's time for us to change our mindset. I believe that the time has come for Africa. Africa has suffered for so long. We have suffered for so long. Our people are dying. Our generation is dying. Where are my people? I'm not afraid. I'm not fearing any man. I'm not worried about anything. I just want to do God's will. And yes, He has taken me over to the mountaintop. And He has surrounded me through cover. And I have seen the promised land. And I'm certain that we, as a people, will get to the promised land. I am ready to die for the truth. I am ready to die for what is true and right. I am ready to die for justice. Because justice is indivisible. Injustice anywhere is a great sina kifunguo, sina kifunguo. Dangerous in what way? People are suffering, people are dying. How are you addressing this? How is the government addressing this? People are dying. Watu wanakufa kwa sababu the government has become so inefficient. Kwa nini tukue hivi? Who bewitched Africa? Who bewitched this nation? Nani alituroga? Ati viongozi wetu wao wanakaa msarehe huko, watu wanaumia, watu wanakufa. This issue has never been addressed in this country for 60 years. We must stop being afraid. My people, fear destroys lives. Fear ina to destroy. Uoga ina to destroy. Uoga ndio imetuweka watumwa katika nchi yetu. Uoga na ukabila ndio imetuweka sisi watumwa. Tunalala nje kwa sababu hatuna makao. Tunakufa njaa, hatuna chakula. Tumechoka na hatuwezi goja tena. Ninaita watu, and I'm telling the people of Kenya, whoever cares to listen, that the only way out for this country is a revolution of the mind, a revolution of ideas, a revolution of values. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at, to question the fairness and justice of many of our past and present policies. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at history and the glaring contrast between wealth and poverty, and we shall say with a righteous anger that this is not right, and it is not right at all. That 60 years, my people, after the so-called independence, majority of our people are left to languish in our own island of poverty, in the midst of a sea of material affluence and prosperity. 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people at Yuharang by a corroding sense of fear and anarchy, sense of nobodiness. Almost 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people are addressed, homeless, and we are getting hopeless every day. Many are jobless. Now it's time to free this country from neo-colonialism. Nothing changed in 1963. The only thing that changed is the color of the skin, but you are still slaves. Africa has never been free. Africa has never ruled herself. The black man has never been in control of anything. The Africa of today is too mercilessly and cruelly exploited by foreign powers and the BS of our leaders. Our leaders and their partners and students of the West, they do not serve the world. You need to Africa of 2023. Africa ya 2023. Hiyo ni torture. Unanifinya kwa nini? You don't have any right to do that. We are all equal in the eyes of the Lord. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. Give me death or give me freedom. I am ready to die for this country. I am ready to die for my people. I am ready to die for what they do and not.
Jamaa anachukua kila siku, anawachiliwa.
One of my concerns when I look at Africa, when I look at Kenya, when I look at the situation we are passing through, the corruption, you know, people are innocently beaten, abducted, arrested, jailed. Yeah, things are happening anyhow, and I don't know how we look at it. Is it like a joke? How does the police feel when you are arresting somebody that your conscience tells you this is not the right thing I'm supposed to do, but you do it? Police, I want to tell you that this is the biggest kind of slavery we are living. And I'm so certain, if I will not live to see this, but one time you will come to learn that the politicians are using you for their own favor. Just because you wanted a job and you get some peanuts, yeah? And you are the one enforcing the law, you feel happy. But there's a time is coming when you will wake up and know that what you've been doing is not totally right. You know, Waswahili wanasema mkuki kwa nguruwe ni mtamu ila kwa binadamu mchungu. Ukifanyia mtu kitu unasikia vizuri and satisfied. Ukifanyia mtu kitu mbaya una feel good and una feel praised, una feel you are higher, you are on top. Yeah, you are the boss in that moment. But the same thing, if it is done to you, you don't like it. The same case, Ruto used to criticize Mwai Kibaki's era. Ruto used to criticize and abuse Raila Amolo Odinga. Right now, when people are talking against him, it's like they are abducted, they are jailed, they are beaten, they are killed. And the same people called the police are the one being used. What kind of education are the police receiving in their camps? To kill, to arrest, to obey even the immoral rules. The politicians have taken away your mind. They control you the way they want, when they want it. You are not allowed. You become inhuman. You are behaving like animals. We are human beings. It doesn't matter how many people you arrested. I don't know how significant it is. When you arrest more people, you get more powers. You are upgraded from a lieutenant to a general, or what? Politicians are using you. Do not allow people to use you. Start, as a matter of fact, using your common sense. Because Africa is our continent. Kenya is our country. We're the people living in this Kenya. We're the lawmakers and law breakers. And you know very clear, the person responsible for making this Kenya move forward are the laws implemented by the politicians. They're the ones who are controlling how things are done in Kenya. If you try to do something contrary and threatening to the government, more especially maybe you want to start a big business, the government will always want to sabotage the right progress of the right-minded people. They only want themselves to dominate. And who are they using? You as a police. To sabotage those who are progressing. And those who are making or creating companies are the ones who are going to employ you to take care of those premises. Are the ones who are going to give jobs to your children. So it means during the regime of a certain politician, they will want to use you the way they want. But why do you accept that? When you have the common sense to say, you know what, we just need to bring this Kenya to a standstill, to an order. We need sanity. We need morality. We need the way forward. We don't need to... Why should we have one problem solved 60 years? A very simple problem solved 60 years. And using one formula, demonstration, to pass our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts to the people who are numb, whose eyes, whose ears are blocked, who have no interest to listen from you, from us as the citizens. 60 years, using one formula, and no change. We're still complaining this era, talking about the same things, roads, schools, hospitals, talking about poverty. Actually, we're talking about poverty as if you're praising poverty, as if it's something good. It's time to wake up. Everybody watching from my channel, wake up. And waking up is not fighting anybody. Waking up is to realize yourself. Politicians have realized themselves, and they're using that act of self-realization to suppress those who don't understand themselves, those who are ignorant. So however much somebody is going to enlighten you, as long as you are politically affiliated, it is very hard for us to liberate ourselves. Liberation is when one person realizes that whatever that is being done have no positive impact to their lives. 2 people, 3 people, 10 people realize. And once they wake up to that reality, they mobilize other people. And it's good to make other people understand what they're fighting for. So that now when we are talking about let us understand ourselves, understand what you're supposed to do, go and do it. So that now we detach ourselves from the political affiliation and understand that there is some natural resources that we have and we don't buy those resources, and they are vital for the survival of man, and that is land. And therefore do not sell your land to politicians, because if you do, you are giving them more powers. The clan people, the community people, the tribe people, unite yourself. Let nobody cheat you that we should not divide ourselves based on tribal or something. Embrace where you come from, your cultures, your beliefs, but then understand that the art of human being is to seek and to grow. So nobody should and nobody is supposed to suppress, to stay on your potential. So what do is find a way to move, navigate, unite as a community, start from a family, start from yourself, then all the way we unite as Kenyans and build a nation and give the young people future, give the old people security, and the women should have the protection, and let us have an order on which things are done, and also let us have a system that at the end of the day generates opportunities, generates avenues in which people will succeed in. If you don't know that, if we will not create such kind of art, if we will not liberate ourselves, if we only focus on politicians, if we listen and clap, we are wasting our time, and the same history is going to be repeated. So you, as an individual, you got the choice. Yeah, because Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested and is released because he has money. So what about somebody else who is a peasant who has no money and is arrested? So they will serve in jail for 50 years or 20 years or 10 years. With those great mind, with that creativity, in jail for 10, 5, 7, 1 year. And the primary reason as to why he was arrested has no grounds. When you speak the truth, you are arrested. Who taught us this way? Who bewitched Africans, Kenyans? Who bewitched us that when somebody speaks the truth, we have to criticize this person? That we have to be negative. Anyway, we have to be negative. Who taught us to be this way? Wake up, Kenyans. Wake up. And waking up is not fighting. Waking up is waking up to the reality that you have as long as you live and you have a family. You have to make a way for the ones you love, for yourself to enjoy, and not to complain, because the decisions you made yesterday has led you to complain today. So learn a lesson and don't repeat the mistake. Thank you so much guys for watching. Let me see you in the next video.